And we're in for the next Creative Mass Series, Klaus versus Leo and Marc. But let me introduce my friend, Mr. Judo Sloth is here. Let's get into it. Judo as Leo is kicking this one off with some super bowlers.
Yeah, thank you so much, Carbon. I am excited to be here and excited for this matchup. Klaus having to win not just the war, but the creative vote in order to progress. But he has fierce competition as Leo starts out from every angle of the base here, Carbon.
Oh, yeah, with that warden to the left, no fireball on him. So with that warden, going to slowly push his way through with that angry jelly. Ground Expo hopefully doesn't get raged up, but he is dropping a flame flicker. It's low health. Oh, no. That flame flicker is going down fast.
It is going down fast. He's multitasking in the warden as well, Carbon. Oh, no. Ability for the warden goes off.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Ooh, this is tricky.
This is tricky indeed. Valkyries come out of the Flame Flinger. But remember, the one thing about the Creative Mass series that you have to keep in mind is that these players get hours to plan. They don't get that initial 10 minutes, 15 minutes to plan their attacks. They get many hours to be able to come up with some creative attacks because it is difficult. You may need more time. Granted, I don't think these players actually spend hours, but they can plan anytime. They can come back later if they so choose. Maybe an idea pops in their head. But let's see as Marc is developing this attack with these Super Bowlers to push into the Ricochet Cannon and towards that Town Hall.
Yeah, you can see what he was trying to do, just thin out each side of the base. So it'll be interesting to see how much flanking damage he takes once he gets to the center now that the Flame Flinger wasn't able to deal with that side. Super Bowlers nicely doing their job getting in towards the Town Hall. But he's going to be stuck on the Clan Castle troops here as well, Carbon, before he gets to the center.
Yeah, going to get stalled up by that Ice Golem, but the Town Hall luckily did go down. Furnace clipped in that poison spell. King has to come back around to the Witch over there. But King with the Earthquake Boots, the Spiky Ball. We have a Rage and an Invis. There is the Rage of the Super Bowlers.
How much health do those healers have? It's literally 1 HP. Okay, they're getting picked off by that Multi-Inferno. Tries to turn them invisible and captures one of the healers before it went down. But I think it's too little too late now. We've got the Royal Champion. Does have the Rocket Spear, so might be able to pick off some defenses. But he's not really going to be able to clean up behind the Royal Champion either, though.
Yeah, with a lot to the bottom side here. 47 seconds left. 2 Headhunters can't really do much other than go to the Minion Prince. That Queen, though, is going to get hit, taken out very quickly, and no spells left. It's all about the RC using the Rocket Spear now away from that Gigabomb to try to end up helping to get more percentage.
Wow, look at the King at the top. I didn't even see him still alive, so at least he can clean up a couple of those non-defensive buildings behind the Royal Champion, pushing up the percentage like you said, but certainly not the start that Leo would have wanted here. They are playing for pride, though, and they do have a lot of time in between attacks to gather their thoughts, get ready for the next one, whereas Klaus, he's got to go from one to the next to the next. So let's see what he does with his attack.
We're back in, and look who's up. It is Klaus! Klaus's turn to go in, and Klaus has got... So, what is it? We got...
The fireball.
It is the fireball, but it seems like it's just like almost like no troops. I got 2 golems here with it's 8 invises. Okay, all right. Good luck.
Well, he's got the Royal Champion there for the Spirit Walk, but he also has the Minion Prince with the Angry Jelly as well. So maybe we'll see a double hero charge here. Golems might even suggest he could do a huge hero dive, but yeah, Skelly Donut in hard mode as well is tricky.
It is. You definitely don't want to get hit by the Town Hall, but luckily he's pretty far out of range of that. But Clan Castle's going down. The Multi goes down. Maybe he can move to the Monolith next? No. Okay. He won't take out the Monolith, but no CC to worry about while that Flame Flinger works through the top side.
2 Earthquake spells. I'm intrigued as to what he has planned for that, whether it's just weaken up some of these areas, or whether he has... obviously the Fireball. He's got the Fireball selected. Yeah. You're always trying to think of each and every angle that Klaus is doing here. So there's the Invis.
Okay.
Right onto the Rage Tower.
And he lands and connects 1 Rocket Loon to finish off that Ricochet Cannon. Nice job. Because it won't go down from just the damage of the Fireball and the Earthquakes there. Now the Queen's going to pull that Warden to the bottom side with the Giant. Going to move through this bottom side with the protection of probably the Ice Golem, maybe even the Golems as well to push out in front. And he's still got a Minion Prince with the Pants and the Angry Jelly, so he will start targeting defenses.
Might be able to even just go straight for the Town Hall with the Minion Prince, to be honest. I'm intrigued to see, where he's going to send the Royal Champion here as well. But I think the Minion Prince, so it's Royal Champion for the Town Hall and then Minion Prince, 6 o'clock, I guess.
Yeah, he does.
Maybe over to the compartment.
Oh, he is getting hit. Okay, RC goes invisible from the Spirit Fox, but he does invest the invis of his own. As he continues to push through this bottom side, through this defensive Minion Prince, the Town Hall is secured as the RC now is getting stuck under the defensive King here.
Yeah, that's why I thought he was going to go with the Minion Prince up there, to be honest. The Royal Champion is all over the place up there, finally coming down to the Rage Tower area, but she's going to go down, so not as much control there, but we still got the Minion Prince, Queen ability, plenty of support troops. It's really just facing the Fire Spitters now in the center, taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Pops the Minion Prince ability, absorbs that Sticking Air Mine. Giant trying to get out in front of this Queen as he continues to move his way to the left. But with the Scattershot enemy Queen still up, can he continue through? But there's only 25 seconds left now.
Yep.
Ooh.
I mean, the percentage, though, he is creeping ahead of what Leo had, so it will be a slight advantage to Klaus, but as we've said, he is going to be required to be on the ball and attacking each and every one of them, whereas Leo and Marc are a pair. They only do 2 attacks each. Yep. Klaus, though, racking up that percentage. Can he get to 90 here? Not quite, but an 8% lead after the first attacks.
And Marc is in. Good luck.
Dragons, clone spell.
Goodness. Okay. Well, what is he going to clone?
Bringing it back.
Is it going to be a clone Yeti Blimp or Blizzard or what is it? Okay, there is an E-Dragon.
Yes.
There's an E-Dragon there. Okay. Oh, Psyche Airmine right to the face of the one E-Dragon. Okay. What? He does lure out the Clan Castle, though, and he continues to try to make these E-Dragons invisible.
I mean, it's nice to see, but I'm not sure the value was there for him based on, what he had to invest into that. I don't feel he got as much as what he could have got should he have, used a more traditional method. I guess it's being creative, but it's also trying to get that balance of being creative but being effective.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep. You want to try to get that value. And also, you can try to be creative, and if you bring an attack that's like 200 plus goblins and it gets like a 40%, then it really doesn't factor in at all into the creative vote because it didn't work.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to get high enough percentage and try to be, it's a balancing act, and it's tough to do. Well, let's see as Marc is now starting with the heroes to the right side in towards the Wizard Tower, to the Ground Expo, as the Queen will not have the Giant there, or the action figure, as the tassels and a bunch of ground skeletons popping off to the right.
Yeah, I like the baby dragons to the top as well, utilizing the rage effect, and I think he was also checking for seeking air mines, so maybe we'll see an Electro Dragon up there to chain through that top area. I'm trying to keep zoomed out so I can see, but a lot of damage onto the heroes now, diving into the rage compartment. There's the E-Drags from either side, Carbon, look at this!
He's getting the chains through the stores, trying to take out that multi-archer towers. He does, but is it worth it? Does it get that value? I mean, they're getting picked off here. The heroes to the right are dead. So he sends in the Royal Champion now to the left with the Rocket Spear, and the Ice Hound pops over to that side to help freeze things up.
And maybe time was what he was worried about, because it would have been a lot more effective to use the E-Drags before the heroes on the right side of the base. But, I mean, when you look at it, he already is into the last minute of the attack, so I guess he would have run out of time trying to set things up with the baby dragon up top. But it does mean he takes a lot of damage. Things fizzling out here.
Yeah.
We might just about get to 70%. No, Wall Breakers do not make it to damage anything. Good old 69% 2-star, though.
Klaus is back in for attack number 2. And it's... what is it? Is it Fireball? No, it's not
What are
Fireball.
we looking at here?
I don't know. 12
Concoction of
Loons?
troops. All sorts of stuff. This is fantastic.
Okay. Couple Ice Golems, a couple Druids, a Log Launcher in the mix.
Schemas.
And starting off with that Queen to the bottom side here, Judo.
Yeah, he's got the Frozen Arrow, so yeah, I was going to say some sort of Queen Walk. He's also got the Warden there with the Rage Gem to power her up, so trying to get a bit of a deeper Queen charge going. Intrigued as to see where he's sending the Druids here. Is that going to be alongside the RC, maybe?
Possibly.
Let's just see what he's got in store. You can never predict with Klaus. That's the interesting thing, right? You're trying to figure it out in your head. What could he be doing? But with a troop composition like this, it's really difficult.
Yeah.
Just about gets that invis in, though, to protect the Queen.
It is tough, but notice he also has a recall spell to pull something back. Does he decide to recall the Queen and the Warden together and use them somewhere else in this attack? We'll have to wait to see, as this Queen is charging her way through this defensive minion prince. Gonna have to deal a lot of damage. Invis just barely keeping that Queen ability intact.
Wow.
Oh.
Precision timing. Recalls all of that bar one healer, but he's easily able to pull that back across. So just getting the funnel on that right side, mitigating some of the damage, and now a log launcher to move through, and that's going to hit both of those fire spitters en route.
Oh, that would be a nice value from the log launcher, as long as he distract that geared up archer tower there. Oh, no, it does switch off to the log launcher now, so he might not be able to get that exact same value, as it does open up, luckily. So now the Yetis can remove this section, but Wardens decided to bail from the Queen and gone off to the Yetis.
Not ideal at all. Hopefully those Yetis go down and he can peel back across to the other side. But with the Headhunters there, I feel the Warden is going to go down here, trying to quickly reinforce with the RC to the left. There's that Warden ability going off as well. Such a shame there with getting pulled off by the Yetis. But let's see what he can do with regards to the Town Hall here. Still got the Minion Prince as a little bit of a backup plan.
Yeah, with that Queen ability now going off, trying to send the RC through, but she's about to go down and can't get the full benefit of the RC ability. But the one thing you cannot afford is a 1-star. So he does freeze up the Town Hall, the defensive king, and there is the Minion Prince to try to now secure the 2-star and save this one here, because a 1-star will be devastating.
It would be devastating, but percentage is going to be dropped down significantly here, sending in the Root Rider and the Druid as well, just trying to get that Town Hall. But now he's got to start thinking about percentage. I do think the Root Rider could have maybe been saved somewhere else. Over to the right side of the base, there's a lot of mines on the outside that maybe he could try and pick off. As you notice, though, he's chose the north side of the base, just trying to drive up any kind of percentage possible. But I think this is going to mean he will fall behind that of Leo and Marc. Sure, you can clarify things after the attack, but 15 seconds, he's not going to get much higher than this.
I mean, he did get an 89, while I think Marc got an 81, while the other fail was, I believe it was a 69 from, might have been Marc there, but 65%.
Yes, it was, because it was a 4-star.
Yeah, so
he's just in the lead.
Yeah, so Klaus right there at a 65. And we go 4-4. It is a, oh my, it's like just a few building lead there for Klaus at the moment, as Leo is in with his next attack. And we've got, a traditional, looks like 23 Loons and a Lava Hound, but you never know how they're going to use something like this.
You never do. Again, he's got the Frozen Hour on the Queen, which is for the Queen charge, diving into that bottom area. Headhunter quickly trying to snipe off the defending Minion Prince. Beautiful alongside Frosty there. Barely took any damage. He's got the Skeleton spell. Is he going to try and distract something here? Oh, the Wizard Tower is firing at the healers. I didn't even notice.
Oh, I didn't even notice either. They are barely alive. Literally, you can sneeze, and those healers are all gone as the blimp is moving in towards this Town Hall. The Giga Bomb triggers, lands on top of it, rages up the Yetis to help remove that Town Hall, but these healers are just one red air bomb from death.
Yeah, that is the critical thing with hard mode. Every defense hits so harder. So Leo was clearly focused on mitigating damage on the Queen without realizing the Wizard Tower was blasting away on those healers. Again, trying to mitigate damage off the Queen. Successfully does it there, though. We're going to need to be very careful with those Cocoa Loons. Here comes the first one, hitting a couple of Seeking Air Mines as well.
Oh, boy.
But we're going to have to just keep testing.
He continues this Queen to charge towards this bottom side. We do have a Lava Hound, and then the balloons. Oh, well, he's been using a lot of balloons to test for traps, which I wonder why he decided. Oh, maybe it was to help get the King to go back in. Either way, he does have the furnace in the middle of the base. Does have to worry about that, but wall breaking to try to charge. No, the wall break failed for that Queen, so he has to send in another one.
Oh, my goodness. I wonder what his plan is for the Minion Prince. Could always send that in next to the Queen as a tank. But let's find out. We got the Lalo coming in now, so hopefully the healers have got him the value he needs as they do now fall. But is he going to have enough here? Quickly pressing the Warden ability alongside the Minion Prince, looking to use the Dark Orb towards the center of the base maybe for those Inferno towers. Yeah, there we go.
He does. He clips the multis, but there is 1, 2, 3 multi-target Infernos still up in the middle of this base as these balloons are trying to move their way around. They're getting picked off. Freezes the sweeper to the backside as he continues through with only one freeze left here Unfortunately, it did not go according to plan to keep that queen alive. Those healers went down so quick from that wizard tower, doing so much damage. And then any red air bombs and traps picked them off. So it is going to be a lower percent. But granted, in the Creative Mass series, a lower percent is typical. You don't get those high 90s all the time because it's hard attacks that you're trying to execute. And one small thing, especially an attack like this, the attack is completely derailed.
Of course. I mean, did you see a Queen Charge Lalo in the qualifiers at the weekend, Carbon?
No, I didn't.
No, of course you didn't. So he managed to get, closing in on 80% here with Queen Charge Lalo, and he had to be super preservative of his healers as well. So, great job on getting the percentage that he did, but allows Klaus the ability to push further ahead here. He's got that slight lead, and as I keep saying, he has to win this.
Klaus is back in for attack number 3.
Wow.
And the mark to get Judo is 74%. He gets that, he'll stay in the lead as long as it's a 74% 2-star. But a triple is almost securing your fate at that point, it feels like.
Feels like it, but a nice preserved start here from Klaus, just picking off a few buildings. Rocket Loons in towards the monolith, doesn't quite get it down. Ooh, the battle blimp doesn't quite get into the town hall compartment as well, and he's on top of the poison.
Oh no.
They're all gone. What even was it?
It was Super Wizards.
Super Wizards?
It had to be. Yeah, it was Super Wizards with a healer there. And he wanted to land into the town hall compartment so he could blizzard everything. And now it's Mayday. It is SOS. He needs to get something saved here to get that 74% 2-star to keep the lead. After a complete fail on the blimp, what does Klaus do here?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the stream, which is a few seconds behind, granted, but just seeing his reaction there is, it's hard enough to fix an attack in the regular mode, never mind hard mode, when you have the creative troops pushing in with the heroes towards the town hall, because as we know, he has to get that town hall in the 2-star to not be severely behind. 74%, I think you said.
Correct, yep.
That's not against the realms of possibility for Klaus here. As look at that super archer to the left, just slowly picking off buildings. That's what he needs. Just snipe buildings to push the percentage.
Yeah, at this point, he has to completely go away from his original plan of attack and has to go for the 2-star as high a percentage as possible, as we have the Royal Champion securing this town hall, poison, clearing the archers and goblins that have come out of the clan castle, slowly but surely, but still has the queen ability as she is making her way to the left side.
Yeah, he's got 2 druids in the army composition as well. He's got a few spells to help support, and the minion prince, who can solo an area of the base as well. I would not be trying to get to that rage tower in the core right now. I would be putting the minion prince at one area. I would have probably put the minion prince at the north, to be fair, and just let the queen clean up down the bottom here. But I guess he's trying to split the damage a little bit. He just needs to clean up as many buildings towards the outside as possible. Minion prince getting the merge defense, now moving in towards the cannon. I think he's going to struggle in the middle of the base here.
Oh, no, I was thinking he had all the invisibility spells. I was going to say, use them for the Royal Champion. Just become like a little mini RC charge into the core of the base to help secure that and take that down. But unfortunately, this is going to be a lower than the 74% he needs to keep the lead. And he's got a lot of spells still left over. And this plan fell short and it went south real quick, unfortunately, for Klaus.
Yeah, let's see whether Marc can close things out, because if he gets a triple, then Klaus cannot catch up.
Yeah, Marc, good luck. A 3-star, and it is locked up and loaded as we have Marc coming in with 26 baby dragons. But if he doesn't triple, Klaus will still have an opportunity to win to 3-star, or even just get a certain high percentage could be enough as well. As we are going to see a flame flinger now to the left, and it looks like he could stay protected for quite a while here.
Yeah, should get beautiful value. Look at the zaps in the middle, taking out not just the merged defense, but the fire spitters as well. I still struggle with the names of that new merge defense, the multi-gear cannon.
I know, right? Yeah.
I think they could make them easier to say, but anyways, gets that down with the fire spitters and now trying to just use the baby dragons around the perimeter.
I just basically say geared up archer tower, geared up cannon. It's still the same to me, you just gotta get geared up to get there anyways. So let's see what Marc goes in with 15 more baby dragons to utilize as the still sending him around the base. I think Mark's trying to farm here, you know? Maybe this is his farming army. When you know you don't have to trade army anymore. Maybe you just like, this is what he does to grab some resources.
I like this though. You know, he's taken out all of the buildings on the perimeter, and then he's got all of his heroes, literally all of them, to push into the center of the base. It's pretty cool, but I think he's got a little bit unfortunate as well. Like the 2 wizard towers to the north, both with a fraction of health. Had they have gone down, same with the bomb tower at the bottom there, start of the attack, he had to invest another baby dragon. Had it have been the regular mode, they'd have gone down. But unfortunately, just saving with a tiny bit of health means he's overcommitting baby dragons all of the time.
He is, but we are going to go with a solo warden and minion prince together. I guess not really solo. It's just going to be a duo over there to the left side. Move it in as we have a furnace, a witch, ice golem coming out of the clan castle. Does have a poison.
Frosty on the town hall.
Oh, wait, that's right. The town hall's not down yet. The town hall stays up. The town hall's
there. He's got 10 baby dragons, but there's a lot of things to distract them there.
Oh, gosh.
There's one of them going in.
Invis. But he's fine. Yeti mice. They jump. Okay. Town hall secured.
Oh. Was it Yeti Mites taking the town hall?
Yep.
Okay. I saw the Fire Mites. That must have been on defense.
Yeah.
But anyways, he gets it. And he's still got a couple of spells to really push the percentage here to put the pressure on Klaus for the last attack.
Yeah, it is going to put the pressure on Klaus. Seeking Air Mine pops right there. Hits that minion prince. Trying to continue through. Can he get to that monolith? I don't think he's going to be able to get much further than that. 4 baby dragons remain. Try to move around. Headhunter. Oh, Headhunter off to the right side. Dies off. As these baby dragons try to move a little bit more through this base, but he won't be able to push through, especially with only 15 seconds now remaining.
Yeah, get those other spells in. Get the baby dragon in. Get the percentage up whilst you can. Pushing up into the 80s. So I'll let you be the maths expert here, Carbon, and work out what it is Klaus needs.
Yeah.
He's going to need a brilliant attack at the end if he wants to win this war.
An 83% there for Mark. Nice try. Oh, he basically almost needs a triple. It's like a 98, but here we go. 98. All right. I don't know what it is exactly. Klaus is in.
And 8 bats.
Here we go. Good luck. You basically got a triple pretty much at that point. I don't know the exact... I didn't have time to look at the percentage because we were getting straight into it, but let's see. 8 overgrowths. No, 8 bat spells and 2 overgrowths. Imagine you had 8 overgrowths. That would be crazy.
Overgrowths. Creative. Talk about creative. I mean, he'd break the game at that point. Using the Yetis to pick off defenses on the outside of the base. Doing a nice job at the moment, but I also noticed we have a battle drill here, Carbon. I wonder where he aims to send that.
Battle drill. That is a good point. I have no clue. Like, we have ideas what they could do, but then the players like Klaus just completely do crazy stuff, and we are just completely shocked. As now this king is going to path his way, falling behind this giant. Queen placed to the right, going to move into the ricochet cannon, grab that scatter shot, and then do something. I think he's going to bat wave around and double overgrowth something to help protect those bats.
I was thinking it was going to be the Rage Tower compartments, but he just damaged one of them with the spiky ball. Now we've got the Queen kind of backtracking a little bit, but maybe he can get rid of the CC like this.
Ooh.
Still got a lot of reinforcements, so he's obviously just letting things ease off now. CC is now down, waiting of that Rage Tower to reset. And I wonder whether that's what he wanted, or whether he wanted the Queen to strip out the, the southern area of the base, which is what it seemed like he wanted.
Yeah, I would assume he wanted that Queen to grab that scatter shot, because that is now Rocket Loons going in. They didn't get all of it. It took so many Rocket Loons just to grab that scatter shot, unfortunately. Only 2 Rocket Loons left. Here comes the Bat Wave now into the multi-archer tower, which I think was meant for the Rocket Loons, but here we go. We're going to move these bats to the left side towards the monolith. Air Skelly's going to follow through, but he's going to have to overgrowth the town hall again as he slowly moves his way through, as a scatter shot still remains to the top side.
Yeah, but then he's got the Minion Prince or the Battle Drill to finish off the town hall afterwards. I would love... Oh, he's got the Fireball with the Warden. I was going to say I would love to see the Eternal Tome for these bats, to be honest. But the Golem tanking the scatter. Will it stay on the Golem or will it redirect? He freezes it. Perfect.
The perfect freeze onto the scatter shot, but the question is, can he still push through with 47 seconds left? He needs a high percent 2-star in order to have a chance. 3-star obviously secures the victory, but I don't think this is going to be a 3, as the Minion Prince is now going to solo into the town hall. Minion Prince ability, but still has that Warden Eternal Tome with the... No, not Eternal Tome, the Fireball.
Yeah, right into the tornado trap to slow him down. There's the fireball to try and get that town hall down. We still haven't deployed the battle drill yet, Carbon. Once that moves in, we've got the troops inside the battle drill, but I think it was like a really high percentage, 98% or something required for the victory. And with 17 seconds, feels like this war has just not gone Klaus's way. No matter what he's done, feels like plans just haven't worked out the way they do in his head, and that can be really tricky when you're trying to be super creative.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is only going to be a 75% 2-star right there. So if I bring up the final score, my friends, it is a 8-8 as Team Leo and Marc are victorious 62 to a 57.6. And with that, Leo and Marc finish in second place as they did get the creative vote for this match. But that means Darkstar will advance with 3 total points to the playoffs. But up next, Void and Jayton taking on Botanic and Merrick.